Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Making Global Sense is Judah Fried's ambitious and personal attempt to carry the spirit of Thomas Paine's common sense into the crises of the 21st century. Blending memoir, political argument, spiritual reflection, and social critique, Fried calls for a global sense rooted in interdependence, mindful self-rule, democracy, gender equality, ecological responsibility, and resistance to authoritarianism. The book moves through anti-war protests, illness, childhood wounds, cult experience, world travel, marriage, cancer, climate anxiety, and democratic peril, using the author's life as both evidence and vessel for a broader plea. Humanity must outgrow its craving for kings and learn to govern itself with courage, conscience, and care. Fried doesn't write as a detached theorist arranging ideas behind glass. He writes as someone who has been bruised by the very forces he's trying to name. His recollection of the 1971 May Day protest in Washington, D.C., with its mixture of youthful idealism, state violence, and spiritual awakening in the woods afterward, gives the book its essential grammar. Again and again, public crisis folds into private reckoning. The same pattern appears in his account of surviving stage 4 cancer on Kauai, where the body becomes a map of fear, will, dependence, and grace. I found those passages the most affecting because they keep the book from floating away into abstraction. Fried's ideas are large, sometimes almost planetary in scale, but his best writing happens when he lets a single scene carry the weight. A medic armband, a hospital bed, a crushed car under a snow-laden limb, the strange quiet at the Chalice Well, a driver in Mumbai trying to understand an American who wants Gandhi rather than shopping. I admired the book's moral urgency. Fried's central concepts, especially alpha male rule and authority addiction, are forceful and memorable, and at their best, they illuminate the hidden emotional bargains people make with power. His argument that democracy is not only a political structure, but an inner discipline, feels genuinely valuable. Climate change, patriarchy, authoritarian politics, consumer culture, trauma, spiritual awakening, economics, and global governance all gather under one immense canopy. Fried is not interested in tidy compartmentalization. His style has the breathless drive of a lifelong journalist who has also become a survivor, seeker, and elder. It can be aphoristic, impassioned, blunt, tender, and occasionally overfull, but it rarely feels indifferent. The ideas that stayed with me most were the ones linking personal growth to democratic responsibility. Fried's insistence that inner work and outer work belong together feels less like a slogan than a hard-won conclusion. His proposal of personal democracy asks for something more demanding than voting or agreeing with virtuous principles. It asks for a kind of daily moral adulthood. I was especially moved by the way he returns to Thomas Paine, not as a museum figure, but as a living provocation. Paine's challenge to monarchy becomes, in Fried's hands, a challenge to every place we still secretly want someone else to think, choose, rescue, punish, or rule for us. Making Global Sense is a brave, searching, and unusually intimate book, written with the conviction that hope must be grounded, or it becomes fantasy. I'd recommend it to readers drawn to political spirituality, democracy movements, climate ethics, memoir-driven social criticism, and big, earnest books that ask not only what the world needs, but what kind of person we're willing to become.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, Be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.